Very good morning, dear students. Last class we discussed some problems. Then today, question number 15. If we say A is symmetric or skew symmetric, then what about A square? Options are symmetric, skew symmetric, diagonal, or scalar. Are a matrix they are asking question. So A is symmetric means we will take A transpose equal to A. A is skew symmetric means A transpose equal to minus A. Symmetric, skew symmetric. Both cases I am taking. Then they are asking A square. So whether A square is symmetric or not means we have to take A square whole transpose. So A square whole transpose nothing but A transpose whole square we can write, because see here one property, what is AB whole transpose? B transpose into A transpose. Similarly A square means how to write? A into A whole transpose if you take means here also whole transpose. Again how to write? A transpose into A transpose, that is A transpose whole square. Not only this one, so if you take A to the power n whole transpose equal to A transpose whole power n also we can write. So this property we are going to apply here. See. So from this A transpose means A whole square is there, whole square. So finally A square whole transpose equal to we got A square. Therefore A square is symmetric. Next, whether if A is skew symmetric matrix, what about A square? So we are taking A square whole transpose. So this can be written as A transpose whole square. So again A transpose value minus A, that is whole square, nothing but clearly A square. See here A square whole transpose value again A square. So in this case A is a skew symmetric matrix. Sorry, this is a symmetric matrix only we take. So here A square is symmetric. You observe A is whether symmetric or skew symmetric matrix, A square compulsory symmetric matrix only. So A square compulsory symmetric matrix only. Option is correct. So like that you have to remember. Next. Not only A square, you remember, if A is symmetric matrix means A square, A cube, A power n is also symmetric. That formula remember, A power n is also symmetric. Symmetric matrix we have to write. Where n belongs to any natural number you can take. A square, A cube, A power 10, A power 100 also you can take, A power 2020 also you can take, no problem. This is also symmetric matrix when A is symmetric. A is skew symmetric also, A to the power 2020. So that is also means A is symmetric or skew symmetric means power is even number means in this case also symmetric matrix will come. Next. Next question if you read, A is a square matrix, A is a square matrix, A plus A transpose, A transpose A transpose A. So like that 6 questions they given. what they are asking, all are symmetric matrices or not, they are asking question. Very clear. A is any square matrix means A plus A transpose symmetric. A transpose symmetric. A transpose A symmetric. A transpose plus A symmetric. But these two are not symmetric. Minus is there, not symmetric. So that point remember. Here between the two matrices, minus is there. They are the skew symmetric matrices. See, if you want first one, I will do. So what is the first one? What they given? A plus A transpose will take whole transpose. So what is A plus B whole transpose? Nothing but this is A transpose plus A transpose whole transpose. So nothing but A transpose plus A transpose whole transpose means A. So A transpose plus A nothing but this is commutative in addition. So we can write this is A plus A transpose also we can write. See here. So A plus A transpose whole transpose, again what we proved, A plus A transpose. So A plus A transpose is symmetric. Then second result. Suppose second result, just I am taking P equal to A transpose. What we have to prove, whether it is symmetric or not, we have to prove. So that P transpose I am taking. So P means A transpose whole transpose. So from this A transpose whole transpose into, see, AB whole transpose means B transpose A transpose. See, A transpose whole transpose means A into A transpose. So again what we got? P transpose, again P only we got. So P transpose equal to P means P is also symmetric. So P is symmetric means A transpose is symmetric matrix. Next. Similarly, A transpose A also we can calculate. This one you observe. Whether it is symmetric or skew symmetric matrix. So, this is symmetric, you remember? This is symmetric, A transpose A transpose plus A. Now we will check whether A minus A transpose A, whether it is symmetric or not. For that purpose, suppose Q equal to A minus A transpose I am taking. Q equal to A minus A transpose. So to verify symmetric or not means transpose we have to calculate. So taking transpose on both sides, A minus A transpose whole transpose. So again how to write? A transpose minus A transpose whole transpose. So from this A transpose minus A. If I take minus common, this is A minus A transpose. Again how we got Q? See, A minus A transpose. So Q transpose equal to minus Q means Q nothing but A minus A transpose is skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix. So similarly, A transpose minus A also we can prove skew symmetric matrix. See there are four options. All are symmetric matrices, so that is wrong. Second option, 2, 4, 6 symmetric. 2, 4, 6 symmetric. So 1 is also symmetric. That is also wrong option. Third option you observe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 symmetric matrices. 5 and 6 are skew symmetric matrices. So we can give exactly third option is the answer. So like that we have to answer. Next. Question number 17. If a matrix A is both symmetric and skew symmetric, then the matrix. So one square matrix, if it is both symmetric and skew symmetric, means 100% that is null matrix only. That is conceptual. Next, if A is skew symmetric matrix and odd positive, n is odd positive integer, then A to the power m. So you remember, A is skew symmetric matrix. So A transpose equal to minus E. N is odd. Here n they are asking any odd positive integer we have tried. Then what is A power n? A power n. So n is odd number, means A cube, A power 5, A power 11, like that. Odd powers only we have to consider. You remember. So n is even. N is even. So A power n is symmetric. A power n is symmetric. Suppose if n is odd, so A power n is skew symmetric. So this is completely conceptual questions. See, if you want, suppose n equal to 3 I am taking. N equal to 3. So what we have to take? A cube. So whether A cube is symmetric or skew symmetric, we have to verify. So just I am taking transpose on both sides. A cube whole transpose nothing but A transpose whole cube also we can write. What is A transpose? Because A is skew symmetric. A transpose value minus A. So minus A whole cube. Nothing but minus A cube. See how much we got? A cube whole transpose. A cube whole transpose equal to minus A cube. See, A transpose equal to minus A type means, so A cube is skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix. So you remember, if A is skew symmetric, means n is odd positive integer, A power n is also skew symmetric. Suppose n is even, A power n is symmetric matrix. So you remember, A square, A power 4, A power 6 and so on, A power 2020, these are all symmetric matrices. A cube, A power 5 and so on, A power 2021. These are all skew symmetric matrices. This is symmetry, this is skew symmetric matrices. When if A is skew symmetric matrix. Suppose A is symmetric, means whatever the integral power is there, always symmetric matrices. A is symmetric, any integral power A is symmetric. A is skew symmetric, even powers are symmetric, odd powers are skew symmetric matrices. You have to remember that point. Next, next question. If A is skew symmetric matrix, see here, A is skew symmetric matrix, n is even positive integer, then what is A power n? So n is even number, see A is skew symmetric matrix, n is even number, what is A power n? Symmetric matrix. So first option is the answer. N is even, symmetric, n is odd, skew symmetric. So that point we have to remember. Next question. If A equal to Aij, one square matrix they given. See there, 28. A equal to matrix Aij, whose order is 3 by 3. So where Aij, see here, elements how they are, this is I square minus j square type. Then what about A matrix? They are asking question. See. So first I am writing 3 by 3 square matrix. This is A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Say here. Aij, I equal to j means suppose A11 0 0. This is 0. This is 0. So clearly we can write, see, A11 1 square minus 1 square means 0. A12 1 square minus 4 means minus 3. A13 1 minus 9 means minus 8. A21 4 minus 1 means 3. 4 minus A22 I value 2, j value 2. 4 minus 4 0. 2 3 4 minus 9 minus 5. 3 1 9 minus 1 8. 3 2 9 minus 4 5. 3 3 9 minus 9 0. Very clear. All the principal diagonal elements you observe, all are 0 zeros. Here minus 3 plus 3, minus 8 plus 8, minus 5 plus 5. So this is skew symmetric matrix. Which is a skew symmetric matrix. So which option? So we can take third is the answer. Next. If A and B are two idempotent matrices, AB equal to BA equal to null matrix. Idempotent matrix. 21. So A is idempotent means we can write A square equal to A. B also idempotent means B square equal to B. This is the given data. And AB equal to BA equal to null matrix. Okay. Then what about A plus B? See here. Suppose P equal to, just I am taking A plus B. P equal to A plus B. Options you observe: scalar matrix, idempotent matrix, diagonal matrix, nilpotent matrix. Like that options they are asking question. So whatever it may be, if it is scalar or not, this is not a scalar matrix because AB equal to BA equal to null matrix means product of two scalar matrices cannot be 0. Right. This is idempotent. We will see whether A plus B idempotent or not. So just I am taking transpose on both sides. So what we got? A plus B whole transpose. Sorry. A square idempotent means A square. So from this P square I am taking. So P square. So P square nothing but A plus B whole square. So what is A plus B whole square in matrices? So this is, we can write, this is A square plus B square plus AB plus B. So from this, see, if you want, I will write here. What is A plus B whole square? This is A square plus B square plus AB plus B. So from this, P square equal to AB plus BA. Both you observe. AB value null matrix, BA value null matrix. Sum of these two matrices also null matrix. So finally what we left? This is a square plus b square. So from this p square equal to a square means a, b square means b. So p square equal to, again we got a plus b. So clearly, so p square equal to p only we got. P square equal to p. So p square equal to p means p is idempotent. P idempotent nothing but a plus b is also idempotent matrix we got like that. Then next question. If we read this 22nd, A is Q symmetric matrix of any order n. C is column matrix of order n by 1. Okay, one column is there. So C transpose A, C we have to calculate. Options we observe: identity, unit matrix, zero matrix, then zero matrix of order 1, zero matrix of order n. They are asking questions. Okay. So first we will see given data. A is skew symmetric matrix. A is skew symmetric matrix means A transpose equal to minus A. Okay. C is a column matrix. So C is a column matrix. So whose elements are Cij of order n by 1 I am taking. What is C transpose? This is Cji of order 1 by n we have to take. Then C transpose AC we have to calculate. C transpose AC. 1 minute. Suppose this matrix I am taking B. B is a one matrix, that is C transpose AC. So what about this order? First we will calculate. See, C transpose AC. C transpose AC. What is C transpose order? 1 by n. What is A matrix order? N by n. So, see the question. A is a skew symmetric matrix of order n by n. What is C order? N by 1. See, row columns to rows. So what is the total resultant matrix means 1 by 1. So B is always 1 by 1 matrix. B is always 1 by 1 matrix. B is always 1 by 1 matrix means clearly we can take B transpose equal to B only. That point you remember. B transpose equal to B only. Any square, any matrix you take, if it has only one element is there, that is singleton matrix is there. So that is always B transpose equal to B we can write. See. Just I am taking transpose on both sides. Transpose on both sides means C transpose A, C whole transpose. So from this B transpose equal to, so A, B, C whole transpose is there. C transpose reverse. C transpose A transpose, then C transpose whole transpose. C transpose whole transpose. So from this B transpose equal to C transpose as usual. A transpose means minus A. See, minus A. C transpose whole transpose means C. So clearly B transpose equal to minus C transpose A C. So again we can take B transpose equal to minus B. B transpose equal to minus B. B transpose equal to B. So you observe this one. From this one I am taking. What is B transpose? B transpose means minus B. So minus B equal to plus B. So 0 equal to 2B. So from this B equal to null matrix. What is the answer? B is null matrix. What is B, our assumption? C transpose AC. C transpose AC, it is a null matrix of order. What is the order? 1 by 1. B are nothing but 1 by 1. C means this is B is null matrix of order 1 means which option we have to consider? It is a 0 matrix of order 1 we have to take. So this is most important result you have to understand like that. See once again, A is a skew symmetric matrix. A transpose equal to minus A. C is a column matrix of order m by 1. C transpose 1 by n. So first I am taking what they are asking question C transpose A. First we calculate this order. So C transpose AC. C transpose is 1 by n. A is n by n. C is n by 1. So these two matrices columns to rows. So resultant total these three if you multiply means what is the resultant? 1 by 1. So this is total B I am taking means B matrix order is 1 by 1. So any square matrix of order 1 by 1 is there. B transpose equal to B will come. So from this B transpose equal to minus B. B transpose we are substituting here, so B equal to 0. So B is a null matrix of order 1 by 1. B nothing but C transpose into A. So this is I am taking B only. So that point you have to remember. If A and B are square matrices of order 3 by 3, A is orthogonal matrix, B is skew symmetric matrix. Very clear. A is orthogonal matrix, B is skew symmetric matrix. So A is orthogonal matrix means A transpose A equal to identity. Then next condition, B is skew symmetric matrix. So B transpose equal to minus B we have to write. This is the given data. So what they are asking? Which of the following is not true? They are asking question. So which one is wrong? We have to identify. So first option I am taking. So first option modulus of determinant of A equal to plus or minus 1 whether it will come or not. So this one I am taking. See. So taking determinant on both sides, A transpose A equal to determinant of identity matrix. So determinant of AB, see here, determinant of AB equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. At the same time, determinant of A equal to determinant of A. So from this, determinant of AB, so determinant of A into determinant of B, determinant of identity matrix is always 1. So this is 1. So again from this, determinant of A transpose means det A. So this is det A into det A equal to 1. So det A whole square equal to 1. So det A equal to plus or minus 1. So first option correct. Which one is wrong? They are asking. Very clear. B is a skew symmetric matrix of order odd. So odd means any that skew symmetric matrix determinant always 0. So second option also correct. Then what about third option? So very clear, determinant of AB. So determinant of AB. See, third determinant of AB. So det A into det B. Anyhow det B is 0. Det B is 0. So from this, det A into 0, nothing but 0. So determinant of AB is 0 but not equal to 1. So you observe they are asking which one is not true. A is true, B is true, 4 is also true. So which one is the correct option means determinant of AB cannot be 1. So determinant of AB which is not equal to 1. So that is the correct option we have to take. Next question. You observe this question. So simple and a little bit logic is there in that question. A is one square matrix of order 3 by 3. A is a AI, BI, CI are the cofactors of elements of like that elements are there. Okay. Question we will see. First of all, A equal to one square matrix they given. What are the elements? First element is A1, B1, C1. So second element is A2, B2, C2. So A3, B3, C3. So 3 by 3 square matrix we got. They given. Aij. So Ai, Bi, Ci means cofactors. One result you should know. Sum of the product of, you remember? Sum of the product of elements of any row. Suppose first row I am taking. First row. So A1, B1, C1. First row, first element cofactor means A1 because AI cofactor of A1, BI cofactor of BJ, CI cofactor of CI. See, A1, B1. So A1, capital A1. B1 corresponding cofactor means capital B1. Right. C1 cofactor means capital C1. So this is capital right, C1. Sum of the product of elements of any row. So I am taking. So this is row 1. Corresponding cofactors A1, B1, C1. So cofactors are R1. So this is always determinant of A. Determinant of A. Suppose one matrix row, one elements of one row corresponding cofactors of other row means that is determinant always 0. One see here. First row elements A1, B1, C1. Second row elements cofactors. See second row, what is second row? B1, B2, B3. B1 cofactor capital B1. So this is B, this is A1, A2, A3. This is A2, this is A3. So A2 corresponding in second row, that is cofactor B2. This is corresponding cofactor B3. So these you observe, these corresponding here A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, B3. So corresponding cofactors it is there, that is 0. Means one row elements, other row cofactors, sum of their product is always 0. One row elements with the corresponding same row cofactors, same row, same cofactors. One row, other cofactors 0. Same row, same cofactors, determinant of A. Same row, other cofactors means 0. So this point you have to remember. So now you observe what they are asking question. A1, B1, see A1, B1, A2, B2, C, A2, B2. So this is first row cofactors. The given matrix is, they given, how they given say A equal to A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. See here. First row elements corresponding cofactors. See here, first row elements A1, A2, A3. corresponding cofactors. So A1 cofactor is capital A1, A2 cofactor is capital A2, A3 cofactor is capital A3. So this is always a determinant of E. Next, second row elements if I take B1, B2, B3, corresponding cofactors of first row I will take. First row I will take. What is corresponding cofactors of B1? Corresponding row, corresponding element means A1. Its cofactor means capital A1. This is capital A2. This is capital A. See, these two suffixes are not same means its value will be 0. These two suffixes are same means its value always a determinant of A. So, in this problem, A1 B1, A2 B2, A3 B3. So, you observe first row elements, second row cofactors. First row elements, second row cofactors, it is always 0. So, these two suffixes are not same. See, A1 B1, A2 B2, A3 B3. So, first row elements, second row cofactors. First row element, second row cofactors. First row element is A2, second row cofactor. A3 B3. So, if it is like this means determinant of A, if it is like this means its value always 0. So, like that we have to answer. Next. If each element of a row of a square matrix is doubled, see, one determinant they given. If each element of a row of a square matrix is doubled, then it's a determinant. Okay. Suppose A equal to 2A, 2A, 2B, 2C, D, E, F, G, H, I. One matrix is there. Each element of a row of a square matrix is doubled. See here. First row if I take, each element is doubled. So what is the determinant of A? So determinant of 2A, 2B, 2C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So from this, determinant of A equal to, in one of the properties, in any row or any column, if all the elements are multiplied with k means k we can take common. 2 into, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So, what they are asking question, then the determinant is doubled. So, then the determinant is doubled. So, what is the answer here? This is the matrix order. Means answer is doubled. Next. Question. If A is a 3 by 3 singular matrix, see here, odd is there, 26, A equal to, suppose elements are Aij of order 3 by 3, which is a singular matrix. So singular matrix means determinant of A equal to 0. What is A into adjoint of A? They are asking question. So what is the formula? A into adjoint of A equal to, one property is there, A into adjoint of A equal to determinant of A into In. So from this, A into adjoint of A equal to, what is determinant of A value? 0 into In, nothing but null matrix. So this is null matrix. Why? So if you multiply with 0 any matrix, then this is always will get null matrix. So A into adjoint of A is always null matrix. So what is the answer? Third option we have to take. Next. Question. If A and B are two non-singular matrices, if A and B are two non-singular matrices, determinant of A is not equal to 0, determinant of B is not equal to 0. Then what is the determinant of adjoint of AB? Adjoint of AB. So one property. So adjoint of AB equal to adjoint of A in adjoint of B into, this is the one formula. Adjoint of AB equal to adjoint of B into adjoint of A. So what they are asking question, adjoint of determinant of adjoint of AB, determinant of adjoint of AB. So what we have to write? Determinant of adjoint of B. First B we have to write into adjoint of A. Again one more formula. So determinant of AB equal to determinant of A into determinant of B means determinant of means product of two matrices is there, determinant of first matrix and determinant of second matrix. So from this you observe we can take adjoint of B into, so that is determinant of adjoint of A. Four options you observe. Adjoint of B into adjoint of A. This is right. What they are asking question? A and B means determinant of adjoint of AB they are asking question. So determinant of adjoint of B into adjoint of A. This is right. Adjoint of A into adjoint of B. This is also correct because A into B nothing but B into A, so we can write. So determinant of adjoint of A into, so determinant of adjoint of B. This is also correct. So both 1 and 2 correct options. So we have to give third option is the answer. So like that we have to discuss. Next. If you observe next question, if A is a non-singular square matrix, A is non-singular square matrix, then A square into adjoint of A they are asking question. A is a non-singular matrix. Determinant of A is not equal to 0. Okay. A square into adjoint of A. See here. A square into adjoint of A they are asking question. Very clear. A square means how I am writing A into A. Adjoint of A. So this is adjoint of A. So from this A into, what is A into adjoint of A? See, A into adjoint of A or adjoint of A into A equal to determinant of A into IN. So according to this formula, A into adjoint of A means what we have to write? Determinant of A into IN. So determinant of A into IN. So determinant of A means some constant. So determinant of A into identity matrix. So determinant of A into identity matrix nothing but A will come. See there. A square into adjoint of of A equal to determinant of A into A. So which one clearly? First option answer. Next question. A is a non-singular matrix. Which of the following is not true? Not true, they are asking question. A is non-singular matrix means determinant of A is not equal to 0. Okay. Adjoint of A into first option we will see whether it is correct or not. First option. So generally A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into, so adjoint of A we have to write. So determinant of A, if you take left side, A determinant of A into A inverse equal to, so this is adjoint of A. So finally adjoint of A equal to determinant of A into A inverse. Adjoint of A equal to determinant of A into A inverse means this is correct option. Next, whether this one is correct or not. Adjoint of A whole inverse. See, adjoint of A whole inverse, one property. Adjoint of A whole inverse equal to adjoint of A inverse. You remember, adjoint of A whole inverse at the same time, adjoint of A whole transpose equal to adjoint of A transpose also we can take. So you observe adjoint of A whole inverse nothing but this is adjoint of A inverse. So how to calculate adjoint of A inverse? So adjoint of A inverse means, see, adjoint of A inverse nothing but A divided by determinant of A. So from this A divided by determinant of A. So clearly that one. So just you have to understand how you got this one. See, adjoint of A inverse equal to A by determinant of A. How we got it? Generally A into adjoint of A. See here formula. A into adjoint of A equal to determinant of A into In. Determinant of A into In. So wherever A is there, in that place A inverse I am replacing. Wherever A is there, in that place A inverse I am replacing. See, what will get? A inverse into adjoint of A inverse equal to determinant of A inverse into identity matrix. So A inverse operating with A, both sides. See, operating with A means A inverse into adjoint of A equal to operating with A inverse. So determinant of A inverse means 1 by determinant of A. Operating with A inverse means, so A inverse into identity matrix. So from this A inverse means identity into adjoint means, so adjoint of A inverse equal to, this is IA inverse only divided by determinant of A. So adjoint of A inverse equal to A divided by determinant of A. This is most important. So second option also correct, first also correct. Then third option. Third option nothing but this one only, no? See, previous result there. Determinant of A inverse equal to determinant of A inverse equal to, see, determinant of A inverse equal to 1 by divided by determinant of A. How you got, I will clear. See here. Whether this option is correct or not. Determinant of A inverse equal to determinant of A whole inverse. Determinant of A inverse equal to determinant of A whole inverse. This is same only. Determinant of A inverse equal to determinant of whole inverse. This is really third option correct. So which one is wrong means adjoint of A cannot be identity. So they are asking question which one is not true. They are asking question means so adjoint of A cannot be identity matrix. So which option is correct means fourth option. Then 30th, the determinant of A and the determinant of these cofactors they are asking. 38. So delta equal to A1 B1 C1 A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2 A3 B3 C3. So A1 cofactor is capital A1, B1 cofactor is capital B1, C1 cofactor is capital C1. So just I am taking, actually what they are asking, this value of the determinant cofactors they are asking question. Now I am taking, so determinant of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3 into correspond means determinant of corresponding cofactors of these elements means capital A1, B1, C1, capital A2, B2, C2, capital A3, B3, C3. So very clear, this result I am writing here. How to determine, how to multiply two determinants means first row elements, first row corresponding elements we have to multiply. See, corresponding elements we have to multiply. A1 capital A1 plus B1 capital B1 C1 capital C1. First row second column. First row second column means A1 A2 plus B1 B2 C1 C2. First row third column. First row third column means A1 A3 B1 B3 C1 C3. I told many times, sum of the product of elements of any row or any column with the corresponding cofactors. So A1 corresponding capital A1, B1 cofactor capital B1, C1 cofactor capital C1. So this is always the determinant of the matrix. Determinant of the matrix. So what is this determinant of the matrix? Nothing but delta. So very clear, this value delta. The sum of the product of any row with the corresponding cofactors of other row. A2 means second row cofactor. See, A2 means second row. This is always 0. This is also 0. So finally, second row first column. See, second row first column. A2 A1, B2 B1, C2 C1. So this is also 0. Second row second column. A2 A2, B2 B2, C2 C2 means that is delta. Next. Second row third column. A2 B A3, B2 B3, C2 C3. So different elements are there. This is 0. Next. A3 A1. So different elements are 0. Second row, third row, second row. A3 A2 0. See here. A3 A3, B3 B3, C3 C3. So this is always determinant. So what is this determinant? You observe. So finally, this is delta. You remember, this is delta into what is this determinant? A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. So finally, what is this determinant? So this is identity matrix. Identity matrix determinant is product of the principal diagonal elements. So delta 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 means delta Q. So 1 delta we can cancel. So remaining delta square. So what is this determinant value? Delta square we got. So third option we have to give the correct.